Hello, everybody, and welcome to your weekly energy forecast. I'm Sophie from Maison Jupiter, and I'm with the lovely Elena. Hi, Elena. How are you?
Hi, Sophie. Hello, everybody. I'm doing good. I was taking care a lot of my son because he was very sick, but I'm doing good. But I feel like it was very like something emotional that is going on related with the throat chakra. This is the feeling
Mhm.
I have. How are you?
I'm good too. I'm recovering from the throat chakra. Also, I've been sick for the last 3 weeks now. Yeah, so I feel like there is something in the air. A lot of clients are talking about the chemtrails. A lot of clients are talking about purging from a lot of things that I cannot say here that you guys know about, and just basically coming into our own power. And just before this recording, I felt guided to, I don't know why, I felt guided to just pull some oracle from this very beautiful deck. And the card of the week, I wanted to do that just out of nowhere. So we have the card of the week being power. And we have another card that just fell at the same time, and we have Radiance, so the Phoenix Rising. I feel like we went through this very major full moon in Scorpio recently where we purged so much of the old. And this is a process that we always have to redo, purge and create, purge and create. It's always that. But I feel like for a lot of light workers, we have been called to really remove a lot of the old energy that is unhealthy and to slowly rise again. And I feel this week could be a week where we are starting to really get into our own power. And it could be what a lot of astrologers are calling the evil era, not in a bad way, but just you're going to enter a kind of a phase starting maybe for a lot of you this week where you're not going to accept what you before accepted, because you're going to be entering in your, some people say villain era, some others are going to say evil era. I don't want to trigger anybody there with those words, but it's just basically to say you're entering your inner power. And I think that this was very necessary that we went through, for some of us being sick, or for others, there was a lot of different kind of change and letting go. Do you feel that?
Absolutely. And also I feel like the energy of Gemini is pushing us even more to speak out loud, but it's like we need to release a blockage. This is the feeling
Mhm.
that I have. But
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. So let's take a few cards for this week's energy, and then you're going to have an exercise for us for the throat chakra, I think.
yes.
Okay, I can't wait. Okay, let's do it. Okay, already a card just fell, and we have bound.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see what is the rest of the cards for this week's energy, please. We have exactly going into your inner power, high honor, recognition. What is the okay? Cards are just flying. We have finding your tribe. I feel like this is letting go of who are not supposed to be with you as a tribe, as a frequency, a place of living, a job. There could be a lot of things that don't align, that are just being released through soul contract, through karma. And this is something that you are going to decide how much you are removing, how much you are changing, by how much you are going into your own power and accepting your power, accepting to step into it, accepting your own power and owning it. It's not just about external circumstances, it is about inner circumstances. We have the Nine of Wands that goes with the card of Bound. The Nine of Wands is a weird picture for it. That's the first time that I'm seeing it. This is an Instagram picture. That's interesting. The Nine of Wands is normally a person that stands in front of eight wands to be honest, and one in their hands normally. It means that you're being guarded. It means that you're exhausted and you're trying to protect the little strength that you still have with the card of bound. So I think that a lot of you are going to see that your energy is trying to keep the old in place, hold on to the old energy that is no longer aligned for you. And that could be through health, that could be through a job, a relationship, that could be through a place of living, like I said, or a limiting belief, an old kind of way that you used to show up for people, and now you're trying to maybe hold on to it, but it's very taxing. The card that goes with high honor, we have the Fool. So it says that you're going to be being asked to start a new way of living, leaving the old behind. This is the Fool, right? So the Fool is always on the precipice, always ready to go without a lot of baggage. So we're not bringing the old with us, or very little, and we are starting fresh with our own power. So this is a week where possibly collectively we're going to see a lot of reveal in the world, because people are going to want to change their ways. People are going to maybe point a finger at people in power who did not do right, and things can come up a lot in the community, or online community, I should say. Things are going to be revealed possibly a lot this week, but in your personal life, I feel like you're going to feel like you don't have a lot to lose, and just starting to act a different way because it's too taxing to stay the old way. Last card, we have 10 of Wands, and we have the card of Tribe. It talks about how you're changing, right? This is moving card. This person is moving boxes. It talks about how you're going to review who you're spending time with, again, that kind of place of living, etc., because you are ready to move. So 2 cards about moving on this week. I feel like this is a big change that is coming, and I feel like this is a very positive energy, but again, it's more internal process, and it is going to be as big as you let it be. So this is what I have for us. So I hope it resonates, everybody. And if you want to have your own personal reading, right now we do have a 30 minutes recording. It is a pre-record, so that means that you send me your question, I record it just for you, and you are getting this link to a private video that you can re-listen to it anytime you want. And you still have the 10% coupon code because you listen to our show. As a thank you, it is the code Jupiter. So this is at maisonjupiter.com. Let's see your exercise.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sophie. I just wanted to mention, to talk about your cards a bit. It totally makes sense. And with the work that we will do right now, and like the little exercise, concentrate on communication. Concentrate on, yes, you spoke about like spending time with people that you're aligned, but it's also spending time with yourself, I think, because if you're not well with yourself, how can you be well with others? So this is very important, communication. And I know sometimes maybe we have so many things to say, to find the right words to say it. Yes, sometimes when we speak, it might trigger the other person, but this doesn't belong to you. If you say things, and if it's you are doing it or saying it with respect, and it's coming from your heart, don't be afraid, and just open up. So I'm just going to do the little exercise here. Let's think about communication. Putting 2 fingers here close to the throat and pulling down right here. And really think about your communication. Any blockages, any situation that you want to fix this week. And as you just pulling down, you are feeling the energy of the throat chakra. And just with your fingers, there's a lot of power that is coming. Let's breathe together. Deep breath in and release from the throat. One more time, deep breath in. Release from the throat. And again, deep breath in and release. So this week, do it in the morning or at night before going to bed, how you feel it. And it's going to help you so much for the communication.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I already feel it.
Right? Thank you.
Let us know in a comment if you like this exercise. I personally love it. So thank you so much for showing up. And I wish you the best week and courage and clarity and love. So thank you, everybody. I see you next week.